Well, Molly, not just winning the game, but getting that offense to break out for 8 had to make you feel pretty good.
Yeah, it was nice to see some guys get across the plate. We didn't do much early again. We had to kind of battle to hang in there. Junis did a nice job. Finally broke through. Miggy good to see him hit one over the fence. It's been a while since we've seen that. Some other big hits along the way. Kep had a couple hits. Doze had a couple hits. And to keep adding on there at the end, Rosie, wasn't having a great night, and then he gets a big at bat and some aggressive base running. We get 3 runs on the play, but they kept fighting, and we added a couple more on with Mitch's 2-out double there in the 9th. Had to burn through some pitching, which makes it tough, but try to do what you got to do to win.
Lance Lynn kind of was on cruise control the last time we saw him. Tonight he had to really battle. What'd you like about what he did?
I thought he had to battle tonight too. I didn't have a lot of 1-2-3s. There was a lot of base runners, a lot of left runners on base, but he made some good pitches with 2 outs. The inning they scored, Moustakas, hit that ball. I think Buck thought he had a beat on it at first, but it just jumped out there, and but then he was able to contain. Got a man on second, nobody out, and he was able to get out, with just a couple of runs off the double. So I thought he battled. Hot, humid night, got him through 6, and we thought that was enough.
When you use Fernando Rodney the way you did tonight to get 4 outs in the heat and there's some runs scored, how does that change the rest of the series for him?
Well, it might a little bit. He's coming off a 6 days rest. I'd prefer not to have to use him in that situation very often. We got 2 outs, 2 strikes there in the 8th, and a 4-run lead. And, all of a sudden the tying run's coming to the plate. Who's a really good hitter, period, but off lefties in particular. So we had to go ahead and try to bring in Fernando to get us those last 4 outs.
How much do you credit Gino for telling Doge to pick up the ball on the double there?
It's just kind of one of those plays that you're looking to score backdoor with 2 outs. If you get a play where there happens to be a attempt on the trail runner, a good base runner is going to run hard all the way to third and give Gino an opportunity. So, that one set up perfectly. It was going to be a close play at second. They tried to make the tag, and by then it's going to be too late to have a chance to get the last runner.
Dozier had the RBI single to right center, and then broken bat for Eddie. How much, the day after you guys have all those hits taken away, they're hard hit balls, how much can that kind of lift an offense?
Well, you're just kind of looking for a spark, Sometimes you're going to catch a few breaks. I think we did line out a few times yesterday, but that's how it goes sometimes. And tonight, Doze didn't hit that one particularly good. Buck, tried to get a bunt down. Didn't get a hit, but he advanced a runner, and we got a 2-out single, something we haven't had a lot of. And then to extend that inning all the way around to Rosie, I just had a pretty good feeling. He's been really, kind of the guy that's clutched up a lot for us in those situations, and no question, taking those runs on was huge.
Was the 6th inning after the tough 5th inning for Lance? Was you looking at that as a confidence builder for Lance, bottom of the order there?
Yeah, we had the lead there. We get 2, and they come right back with 2, and he's teetering on maybe not getting through 5. But he was able to do that, and his pitch count was reasonable enough, and I liked where we were with their lineup to go ahead and get him back out there for the 6th, and he got through it. So, I think those guys that been around and they've pitched enough and won enough to where they're going to want to try to get back out there and give you as many outs as they can.